Colleagues, I was in the Senate yesterday and heard some of the testimony, and I think issues were raised and answers were given, and awfully good answers in most cases, if not all. I think what was missing is a sense of urgency. A sense of urgency. Lehman Brothers went under. This government did not act. A spark was set off that went around the world. This industry now faces utter urgency. Yesterday, the big three indicated how much they thought they might well draw on the $25 billion. They needed it, and they need it as a bridge in the next few months. We can't leave here this week and take a chance. President-elect Obama has said that the auto industry is the backbone of American manufacturing. And we can't leave here and see the backbone splintered. This is an international credit crunch. My kid brother, I'm older, referred to China. Europe is being asked, the Commission, for over $50 billion to help their auto industry. And we're thinking of leaving here and taking the risk of bankruptcy. There's a looming cliff, and we have to act. I want to spend a few minutes, if I might, talking about some of the issues, Mr. Bacchus, that you raised. You talked about people sitting down and facing the problems. I worked in the auto industry when I was a kid. It's a very different industry from then, to be sure, and from 10 years ago, and I think from 5 years ago. As has been mentioned by others, there's been restructuring and cost-cutting. Look at the number of employees that have gone. GM has reduced its headcount by 84,000, Chrysler 32,000, Ford by 51,000. They've closed plants, and they've done this in discussions with the labor movement. There's a talk about quality, and I hear some reference to dinosaur. Ford, for example, has tied Honda and Toyota in quality, according to the Consumer Report. And as mentioned, GM has more cars 30 miles per gallon than any other company. That's a dinosaur. The Chevy Volt, Chrysler warranty claims dropping. This is a vibrant, alive industry that now has improved and faces a circumstance outside of its control. And everybody else is acting in this world. And are we going to leave and not act? Let me just say, if I might, about bankruptcy. I saw 2 articles today in the paper. One by Mitt Romney. I won't comment. Because he came to Michigan and said, I'll fight for the auto industry. The other went through the bankruptcy issue. Bankruptcy, Chapter 11, will mean Chapter 7 and the liquidation of a company. People may get on an airline and go from Washington to Erie, Pennsylvania, or I forget, Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. But they won't buy a car if they're not sure there's service, if the warranty won't be met. So let me say one last thing about an issue that has not been well versed, I think. My brother is modest. He, years ago, worked to have developed a national automotive center in the defense area. It's in Sterling Heights, the district I represent. It has the response, and I'm almost done. It has the responsibility for the development of vehicles for the military. There's a complete interaction between the automotive center and its development of vehicles for the military and the big three. Is there going to be that kind of synergy between the Defense Department and companies that are owned and run by foreign manufacturers? We can't stand to lose the domestic auto industry for either economic or national security purposes. We need to act this week.